Hey there everybody, Dave Millar with the Millar Group, and today we're going to do an adventure. We're going to go down Moscow Road in Monte Rio. Moscow Road starts at Main Street in Moscow, right here in downtown Monte Rio. Right there's Bartlett's store. So we're right here in the heart of Monte Rio. Moscow Road connects Monte Rio with Duncans Mills. There it is right there, heading out west. Follows the Russian River. It used to be the original site of the train tracks. Before Highway 116 existed, how you got from Monte Rio to down to Duncans Mills was on the train down Moscow Road. So let's check out Moscow Road. Come on, let's go. So we're here on the Monte Rio Bridge. I wanted to give you an idea of where Moscow Road is. Basically, we're looking west out the Russian River as it flows out to the Pacific Ocean. And this hill over here is called Starrett Hill. There's a series of streets up there that are called like Monte Vista Terrace, Rio Vista Terrace, because there's terraces on that hill. And it was all built around the turn of the century because there were not a lot of trees on that hill at the turn of the century, and people had great views up there. But anyways, back to Moscow Road. Let me give you a little more detail. So this is Villa Grande here. Actually has its own zip code, or it used to have its own zip code. I'm not sure about now, but it's a little community where the people would take the train from San Francisco and come up here and stay at Villa Grande during the summers. And now it's still a little community, which there's a lot of weekenders that have homes here, and there's still some full-time people that live in Villa Grande. It's super charming, super cute, little quiet community with its own beach. So parking is very limited here in Villa Grande, but this down this way is Patterson's Point. I'll take you down to the beach. So Patterson's Point is maintained by a volunteer organization. People ask that you be very respectful here. Haul your garbage in and out. Be quiet. Be respectful of the peace and quiet here. It's really a beautiful place to come. If you live here, you've got easy walking distance access to this beach, and a lot of these people in Villa Grande have riverfront homes. Very few properties come up for sale in Villa Grande. It's only every once in a while that something comes available. It's probably 4 or 5 degrees cooler right now here than it is in Guerneville. Here we are at the Russian River. And that road that you see up there is Highway 116, which is the other side of the Russian River, which also ends up at Duncans Mills, where we're eventually going. There's a couple of riverfronts there that are actually on 116. So now we're gonna head down Moscow Road to Duncans Mills, and you're gonna find out how Moscow Road got its name. So here we are at Cassini Ranch Campground. It's towards the end of Moscow Road as you get towards Duncans Mills. It's a big flat area, and in that where Cassini Ranch was, in that general area was a town called Moscow. It was actually a mill and a town, which no longer existed. It was replaced by Duncans Mills, but originally there was a town here. It was called Moscow, and that's how Moscow Road got its name. So there is Cassini's campground over there. That way on the other side of that hill is Cazadero Highway, which goes to Cazadero. So to give you an idea, this is a big flat area. I can see how they could put a town here. Duncans Mills is right over there. That's where we're heading. And this is where Moscow Road ends, at the Russian River Rodeo Grounds in Duncans Mills. It ends, T-bones into Highway 116, where you can go to the left, and you're about 5 minutes to Jenner and the ocean, which is that way. There's a nice cool breeze coming in the river right now. Or you could turn right on 116 and end up back in Monte Rio and Guerneville. This is beautiful Duncans Mills. I'll do a whole separate video on Duncans Mills. It deserves its own video. But this is where we end up, Duncans Mills, California. I hope you've enjoyed the video on Moscow Road between Monte Rio and Duncans Mills. If you've got any questions regarding real estate in the Russian River area, Forestville, Guerneville, Monte Rio, Cazadero, Duncans Mills, give me a call. I'd love to help you out. It's my specialty. My name's David Millar. The number's 707-217-1786. Have a great day.